so I'm
Spike.
okay. Gonna go with pufferfish, I guess.
And you could get a tentacle,
Gonna
and
get
you
another
can just
tentacle,
have a
please.
tentacle now.
Just have him there. I feel like I should have shoved it down here if his chin's the most vulnerable.
That is... the chin, actually, his head is a little more vulnerable.
Oh, I
like,
thought you said it was his chin that I needed to be...
The chin is... So... I don't know how to describe this because it's normally done in a tutorial where you get to see how you're supposed to dodge it. It's very hard to explain when you literally can't see the bullets.
I'm just gonna go for it, and the new approach is to just see how far I can make it, because I'm about to die anyway. And I think I would like to start over, and I think I'm gonna see how far I can make it just with the tentacles.
I think that
also,
would be super
Spike,
fun.
I keep seeing him and thinking that I need... See, this is where the eggs would be useful, because the eggs would take out those huge clumps, because they clearly did more damage.
They're
not as precise, and they're a little bit slower, but they do a huge, like, area of damage. Oh, goodness. Okay. I am definitely going to die.
You're doing pretty fine.
I'm doing okay. It's not too... Oh, I didn't even see these
That's
guys.
okay. You used your tentacle.
I did, and that's... So that's just confirming, though, my... Because it does damage, but it does essentially just prevent them from immediately damaging me. So you can have an entire side, maybe, of tentacles, and then an entire side of these...
I think this is why, if you're not going to spend any more money on these upgrades, which I think is a good idea, then you can get a saw shark. And
oh, that's true, but it's randomly generated, isn't it?
It is, so we'll have to get lucky in the shop.
Oh no.
You're fine. Oh, very
did I do a
close.
thing?
Yeah, you got your... Because sometimes it just shows up on the screen and then, like, the bee chases it when it's right at the edge.
So I haven't unlocked that guy yet. I'm gonna switch out the firefly for
the
one of these.
snake.
Oh shoot, sorry.
That is okay. It's a minor optimization.
I don't mind the snake. I mean,
Well, look,
I
now you've got
recognize
3
that
on
I
each
should
side.
have- yeah.
You've got it nicely balanced out. Plus, you'll get plenty of extra gold by having the goldfish. And you can
I
turn
like the
that
fireflies
into...
because they shoot faster, and that works for me because I'm not very precise generally, and I'm not very good. Whoops. I'm not very good at keeping track of what's happening. So having the really quick... Oh my goodness. This is just such a confusing... It's wonderful, and it does make you think in different terms. Not terms, maybe different planes of existence.
I'm
It's
trying
just
to
an
think...
interesting spatial exercise. This is very challenging for me personally. This is not something I'm very good at, and I'm managing to succeed because it's well balanced. See, I'm focusing solely on just one enemy.
Well, and that's just part of the learning process. Like, I thought you were trying to die. You keep doing well and not getting hit and recovering health. What are you doing?
Trying not to die. I do have a well-placed system now, or at least better placed.
The cobra and...
The firefly is just my favorite, so I think
Same.
I would have just firefly. The cobra is pretty cool, but the firefly is just faster. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm not even doing anything. I'm trying to stretch here. Oh, where's my home row keys, Valerie?
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. The cobra and the firefly shoot at the same rate. It's just and they do the same damage
sure?
too.
It looks like
I'm sure.
shoots faster.
They shoot a bit offset, so it kind of looks like one of them is doing it before the other.
I don't have the option, so I'm just gonna keep going until I die, I guess.
Those black mambas are like, they shoot like twice as fast at least as the cobras do. So like, it gets pretty crazy, and it's nice to be able to deal just that level of damage. Honestly, don't use the snake to try to hit those guys, just because it probably won't do enough damage. What are you thinking?
Oh my god, I'm not. I'm spinning wildly.
spin my tentacles round when you
I still
roll
like
into the Sydney Theater. You spin your head right round, dodge the bullets. Megapede. Okay, you don't have the pelican this time, so this will be a little tricky, but
Oh, you little tricksy.
it'll take a little while for him to get close. And then,
What about that one?
yeah, I'm just gonna not.
Oh, I'm gonna die
Spike.
immediately. Oh, I forgot that I had Spike. Why'd you say that? Oh my goodness.
Every
I'm getting
time you
so
hit them-
confused now, and I have such a hard time. Oh no.
That's alright.
I'm gonna use my tentacle.
Every time you destroy one of the pieces, they get pushed back a little bit.
I'm gonna just die.
Just chill. Is that all right? Even the spinning is viable, it seems.
I am not even able to. Oops.
Oh my goodness. Oh
I'm
no.
literally
Oh
not-
no.
I'm
No!
not, I'm not
That
able
was
to even
it!
focus on what I'm doing, but that's okay. Oh, I thought I was dead. When do I die?
You get
I'm
5
so
lives.
confused.
You have.
I have to keep going. Okay.
You can replace the goldfish if you want. You
I
could get
will
another
definitely do
firefly,
that because that's totally useless to me.
and you could even a porcupine if you wanted, but
I know
or a
that this
chicken
is-
and replace the
this
snake.
is a bad thing. But I personally like the chickens. They do. It's like a shotgun.
The
They
damage.
do a wider. They're.
The
hit.
damage is the same, like the speed that they
Are
fire.
you sure? Because it looks like the eggs do just broader damage.
They do have a
okay.
spread, but it's like the snake just shoots the one a little bit faster than everybody else. The bee shoots one slower, but it also does homing, and the chicken shoots slower, it travels slower, and it does spread damage. So you get the benefit of whatever kind of damage you feel would do the best. Like, sometimes the sharks, like the little guys, it helps to hit them with the chicken. Sometimes it helps to hit them with firefly. It just depends on that. Excuse me, I'm getting all hiccuppy. Depends on the enemy behavior.
The horgums.
Like, if the chicken just keeps launching stuff, it's eventually gonna make contact. Like, and that'll do, like, look at that, you did just a bunch of extra damage, and you've got a better chance of hitting that guy. You can activate Spike, too. Which is just a good thing to, like, get out of the way.
Yeah, I will never ever remember to do that.
Well, I'll just be your pet activation alarm.
So definitely want to aim for the head then?
Yes, the
Okay.
body doesn't take damage.
Okay, so that's good to know. I didn't realize that until literally just now.
Well, because the pelican was just eating the parts. It was
That's
just chomping at
true.
everything.
So the pelican's definitely got its uses, and it's nice that you can see.
The chicken
What am I even
is
doing
the
now?
MVP in this, honestly. The number of times that it's just run into that stuff.
Oh no!
What? The explosion was weird. It was like a triple explosion.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. You've said that the chicken isn't really any better, but I feel like the chicken is. I think I'm good with this.
Yeah, you seem
Should
good.
I
You're
give
on.
it an extra life?
Nah,
Okay.
I think you'll like more to have tentacles.
I'm still thinking the tentacles would be useful. Oh, look at these little shrimp hibachis. Where's Boxing Academy?
There are also 8 shrimp on it, of course.
Of course, 8 shrimp sounds delicious right now. I'm still not convinced that the eggs just seem to do more damage. Like,
They.
is it really just my imagination then?
So let me you are correct that the eggs do more damage, right? Dodge that bullet right there.
Oh, I can't hit it?
No.
Oh, okay,
You don't want to hit.
shoot.
Oh, okay. See, that explains the confusion why you were having trouble with those. Yeah, those little glowing things, don't let them hit you. Again, that's not your fault. Maybe some gamers will simply figure that out from the context. but there's a tutorial that explains what the bullets are for a reason. Like, there's the design of the levels and the way that you're introduced to different parts of it is there for a reason. And if you get a little too close to taking damage, you can just pop Spike. Oh.
I keep forgetting. Can Spike do damage to buildings?
Yep. He does quite a bit, actually. So, to answer your question from earlier, the eggs and the bees do more damage than the firefly and snake shots. The trade-off is that they're slower, so your ability to get them to some enemies is less. I think they might do twice as much damage. You'll want to go right as soon as you can. Since they shoot at half the speed and have that special ability, they do probably twice as much damage, but they're all technically low damaging. You can activate Spike there. Nice. They do low damage because the maximum rate that they could do damage is about the same. Yeah, you're like, I'm hardly even criticizing you at all this time.
I guess should I get her or should I hold on to money?
I think that you should get her.
Okay.
And you could also get the snail if you want, because that respawns every time you lose a life. So you get the block, and then when you die, you get a new one.
Definitely going with that then.
I didn't realize that either. I had bought it because I was like, well, it's technically like health that you're buying.
Tentacally, a health you're buying.
Look at that.
Look at these! Look at these!
Look at these! I guess, you know, when you land, or when both of them land, like when you first start a building, once the pets are like in the middle of it, you can't activate them. Otherwise, honestly, when you panic, just mash both buttons at the same time and just cross your fingers that it works out. It's alright, that's just your snail mitt. You shell snail.
Oh, crumbs. Oh, crumbs. Oh, goodness. Oh, did I get it? I hit it with a tentacles.
You got.
I'm just gonna do this. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, why not? Inside, I'm like, that's not the most efficient way to do damage. Technically. But, like, you know. What's the point of the game is to have a good time. Everybody just have a good time.
Spin round. Right round, baby. Right round. Like a record, baby. Right round. Right round.
That's my favorite Black Eyed Peas song.
Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
That's alright, you should be okay.
No, you died.
Avoid that little thing it's coming at you.
What?
Left.
What?
Oh, it barely missed you for some reason.
Okay. I don't know what's happening.
It's the glowy schmivlers.
Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna replace my tentacles with a firefly. Maybe I'll replace the bee. No, the homing bees are pretty useful. I do love my fireflies. They're pretty handy.
They are very nice. Well, and they de-stealth too, so you never have to worry that you're not gonna be able to hit that stuff.
Okay, so that is electrical fire.
Man, I guess maybe because of the damage you're taking, but also because it's normal mode, you're getting a lot more health early on. So you'll want to stay to the right. Yeah. There you go.
Do anything is just if you tap things too quickly. If you press and hold, what is it, A and D together?
Yeah, left and right, however you decide to do it.
If you maneuver too quickly back and forth, it'll activate the same thing. Oh, the boss. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh!
The homing bee will do a bunch of damage. But pretty much anything will do a decent amount of damage. Oh, little kitty. There should be a cat DNA. It should be melee, and it should just go and just hit anything that gets near it. And it'll do max damage, and it'll cost 4,000 gold, and you'll win immediately because it'll be the best. You can, when he lands, if you go, next time he jumps and lands, stay close to him and then activate Spike. Oh, look at that! You got it right on his head, so you just do, all of her hits are connecting with him, so that just does a ton of damage, and you're, oh, now he's going to start dropping his Joey bots, so you'll, want to avoid those.
I can barely see what my own things are doing. Oh no! Oh goodness! Oh, I'm gonna die.
I think we got him. Oh, that's perfect shot.
Stomping me.
Well, the bee's actually pretty useful for this boss because you can just stay as far away as you want.
I'm trying anyway, but it's not.
Oop.
What? Oh,
That's okay. It'll still help you finish him off. There you go. You didn't get another jump because of Ursula.
I hit that accidentally. It's so many things to keep track of. So. Oh, I forget. Every
I got quiet because I was waiting.
Every flippin' time, man.
That's totally alright. This is your second run, and you've had everything thrown in your face all at once. So you've had it.
There's nothing else for it. It's just some Santa Aquarium or just click wildly.
Remember, move left or right, and tentacles. Yeah, oh, that was good.
Oh, okay. I think I survived.
You did.
Well, this is totally... I was planning on, like, starting over. I thought I was gonna die immediately and just have a bunch of tentacles, but that is not the case. So I'm gonna survive. What's this little guy?
This is, Volt.
The Barracuda.
He stuns enemies.
Oh.
He's not like Amp, who kills all of your guppies.
I actually find him really hard to see in this map, so... Oh, I
Activate?
didn't think. Oh,
That's okay.
Oh, shoot.
You should be okay.
Oh, I can't get over the... Oh, I missed all.
That's okay, 1491 is the better number. His ability is a stun, which stops everything in its tracks. You do have to wait for a little bit after it happens, but...
I'm just gonna accidentally activate him, because I have no idea.
I'm wondering, because you do something interesting, actually. You're using your... I got a little too close to the mic there, sorry. You're using your pinky for left, like as if you were...
Use?
I just use... There you go. Got some chance to set yourself up. You've also got an extra heart, so you'll be okay.
What do?
You just wait for it to start back up.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
You're good. But you're putting your keys as if you're typing, so you're on A, S, D, F. But since the only buttons you need to press are A and D, it's more like the WASD movement, like when you play Stardew. What I do is use my ring finger and my index finger.
Yeah, that would be awkward, because my fingers are much smaller than yours are.
I guess that's just,
But
I do have very big hands.
He does, and I have very small hands, actually.
Piano hands is what they're called.
That was really fun. I guess I'll pick that up again at another point, because that was really fun. I do want to try out that tentacle.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. That would be a lot of fun.
Because I'm thinking that could be the key to a lot of success.
I mean, we'll just have to see next time. Thanks for watching.